Good morning and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for our annual press conference to discuss the Have a Heart food drive. The Have a Heart food drive is so very important in the months of January and February, cold winter months, and people lose the drive, the impetus of raising food and raising money in November, December, between Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the different holidays. The food drives and the soup kitchens and pantries are on everybody's mind. But then come the new year, things kind of fade away until the spring, so it is vitally important that we do what we can in these months of January and February. And the Have a Heart Drive is something that was started by the township before I became mayor. None of us can take credit here, except for Peter Barcelona, who I'll introduce in a little while. But the drive goes back a long, long time. Last year, $27,500 were raised and 22,225 pounds of food. So that's 11 tons of food. The way this works is we ask businesses to give either $214 or 214 pounds of food. The tie-in there is to the Heart on Valentine's Day, which of course is February 14th. So everything ties in together, and so many businesses in Woodbridge Township are so generous with their resources and their funds toward the township, and we want more. We want more people to come out, and we want to thank everybody who's done that in the past. We're going to introduce some people today who are stepping up already at the start of the drive. But please, if you're watching, an individual can donate. You don't have to have all 214. You don't have to have 214 pounds of food. It's just our target, because it's nice to get people involved with that kind of gimmick. I wouldn't say gimmick, but that kind of way of getting people to think about it. The 214 theme. Good word, good word. That's why Nancy's here. So anyway, let me quickly introduce, I'll do it one at a time. We're going to start with Wegmans. Wegmans has been a huge partner of the townships in this drive for a long, long time, since I've been mayor, certainly. So that's 13 years now that we've done this drive. So let me call up Brandon Grispart. He's the assistant manager of Wegmans. First of all, Brandon and I were thespians together way back in 2007 when the Woodbridge Community Youth Players put on You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and Brandon played Linus, right? Brandon played Linus and I played the mayor, except I didn't speak because none of the adults speak in Charlie Brown. It was just a cameo where I got on stage and said wah, wah, wah like that, like the guy does, like the adults do. It was classic though. That won the Best Supporting Actor nomination for that performance, that wah, wah, wah. It was, the way I did it, it was just classical. It was wonderful. I felt so good. For those 5 seconds I was on the stage was just a big, important part of my life. But now, in all seriousness, let me ask Brandon Grispart to come up. Woodbridge High School graduate, former choir guy, very involved in the community. Brandon, come on up and talk about Wegmans.
Thank you, Mayor McCormick. My name is Brandon. I'm one of the store night managers for Wegmans. And so anyway, we like to partner up with any kind of community organization or any kind of event that's going on. Our founder was really big on our values, and one of them is making a difference in the community that we serve. So we always try to, any event that we can possibly do, take any partnership in. So Have a Heart is definitely one of those that we love to do every year. We do different things throughout the year, like Elijah's Promise. Once a month we go to the soup kitchen in New Brunswick, and we feed those that are in need. We also do things like Check Out Hunger, where we get donations from the customers as they're leaving for a couple months, and we raised this year about $54,000 for that. So we try to do as much as we can on behalf of the Wegmans family. And on behalf of the Wegmans family, for Have a Heart, we are actually going to double the amount we did last year. So we are donating a check of $428. We are also donating about 411 pounds of food. So on behalf of Wegmans, we really do appreciate everything that goes on in the community, and we do really, take partnership in any event that we can. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Brandon. We also used to have always a big battle between Wegmans and ShopRite, under the leadership of John Galvin, the manager, is also matching what Wegmans put up. But it seems now that we used to have them battling back and forth, but now we have the battling banks. And that's even more impressive, because now we have Northfield versus RSI, and that's serious. Let me start with RSI, because RSI, Amy Krasinski, who's their representative, first of all, already donated $3,000 to the holiday food drive, so she had a little bit of an advantage there. But Amy is presenting a check for 10 times the recommended amount, $2,140 to the Have a Heart Food Drive. So I'd like to ask Amy to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Hello, my name is Amy Krasinski, and I work for RSI Bank. We currently have 4 branches, 2 in Rahway. We're based out of Rahway. Our Colonia branch and our newest office in Woodbridge. Being new to Woodbridge, we just opened last September, so we've tried to, become as involved as possible with the community. We recognize how, such a phenomenal job Peter Barcelona does with the We Feed Woodbridge organization. So we really stepped it up this year. Like the mayor said, we donated $3,000 around Thanksgiving time, and then another $2,140 for the Have a Heart food drive. So we're just looking for a successful, food drive for this, and it's the least we can do. Thank you.
All righty. What's that?
Do the big check.
Oh, the big check, yes, the big check.
And the little check.
I'll take a picture with the big check.
Step out in front.
This is the one that matters, folks. All right, this is the check that matters. This is the one that can be cashed and put in the bank. So I'll keep this one. Northfield Bank, not to be outdone, is also donating $2,140. And I'd like to call up Angie Circus, as VP of Business Development of Northfield Bank. Angie?
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, everybody. Thank you to Peter for the job that he does with the We Feed and Have a Heart food drive. Northfield Bank is proud to sponsor this event and donate $2,140. And I personally will donate $214, myself and my husband, because we do believe in this cause, and we love to be united with the community. Thank you for all that you do.
All right. We'll take a picture with the check, Ange.
Yes. Can you step in front of?
Oh, this way, let's go this way. Go next to Peter. All right.
Okay.
I'll hold that, I'll take that. This is what I like. Now, instead of Wegman ShopRite Smackdown, we got RSI Northfield Bank Smackdown. Little competition going here, we love it. I'd also next like to call up Debbie Meehan, who participates as the owner of the Colonia Corner newspaper and is a member of the CBC, the Colonia Business Community, and they run the annual Taste of Colonia at the Country Club in Colonia, and they donate the proceeds from that toward the drive that is the first Friday in February. I'll let Debbie take it from here and explain everything. Debbie Meehan, Councilwoman.
Good morning, everybody. Last month we did a party here for needy children. We had over 60 children from needy families with 22 parents here. And one of the things we gave them were food at the end of the party, and they were so grateful just for a bag of food and things that they could feed their family. So there really is a need, and we think about it at Christmas and the holidays, but then we kind of lose sight of it as we go on with our lives. So it's so important that we keep these pantries filled, and all the people that do such good work in our township, we don't always acknowledge them, but they do such good work, the food pantry workers and people that serve people that are hungry. It's just, I applaud you for what you do. The Colonia business community, I'm here today, the other ones are all working at their businesses. But we do the Taste of Colonia at the Colonia Country Club, and that'll be on February 1st. It's $30 a ticket, and we sample different foods and wines and all different restaurants from around the Colonia Woodbridge area. We also ask that you bring a can of food with you, and all this food will be donated, and all our proceeds, every dollar will be donated to the food pantries. So we really do raise a lot of money. We ask that you come out. If you want to get tickets, we do have them available now. You can call me at 732-382-0273. And we thank you for all you do to help our community.
How much did you raise last year? How many thousand?
Oh, we raised about $11,000 last year.
11,000.
11,000.
That's $11,000 from the CBC. That's a remarkable number. So thank you to Debbie Meehan, and please give our thanks to Dr. Emma Yepes-Ziegenbold, who is the chiropractor, who's kind of the coordinator of the whole thing, and she does a tremendous job. So thank you to her too. We also have the Chamber of Commerce, which is a co-sponsor this year, and they're very important because they have this list of businesses with hundreds and hundreds of names on it. A very active chamber, one of the most active in the state of New Jersey. We have the executive director, Karen Barnes, and the membership director, Nancy Drum. Nancy's also the first ward councilwoman. Karen, you want to say anything?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Chamber is very proud to be a participant every year in this event and certainly help a cause that is close to everyone's heart. Two of the bigger sponsors this year are members of the Chamber of Commerce, RSI and Northfield, and we couldn't be prouder to have them as members of the Chamber. So thank you so much for all you do, and I'm sure this is going to be an absolutely great food drive. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Nancy, anything? Sure. Why not?
It's always a pleasure to be here. It's unfortunate, but the support from everyone that contributes, all the hard work that's done, Wegmans is amazing, Chamber members as well. They're always there for us. They're always part of our community. They never say no to us, and we're so grateful for that support and that loyalty and advocacy that we get from all of our Chamber members. On behalf of the township and the residents in my ward, so much help goes out from Peggy Foley and many of the others, which I'm sure the mayor will talk about. It's really, really very self-satisfying. I know my mom helps out at the pantry and local churches, and really, really appreciate all your support. It's good deeds for people that are really needy and all the work that everyone does in our community. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. I was also just reminded that Paul Sansone from Sansone's Route 1 Auto Mall is donating $6,500 toward the food drive, so thank you to Paul. We'll do something separate with him when the time comes. And now, the man who is the conscience of the food drive effort in Woodbridge, a guy who has been working at this for well over 20 years. He works in our health department, which is fortunate that he works for the town, because when he says, I need some time to go out and pick up something from the place in Hillside, or I need to make deliveries, I need to come to this event, it's okay, because he works in our health department and we're able to give him the time off he needs to run this event. But he, as I said, is the conscience of the whole food drive effort in Woodbridge Township. He's well known by all the churches, all the pantries. He's the guy that coordinates between the people making the donations and the people getting the food. There's a whole lot of work in between. The food's got to be collected, the money collected, perishables have to be bought, milk and bread and cheese have to be bought to complement the boxes and the cans of food. And the guy who puts all that together, we're very, very proud to say, is our very own Deacon Peter Barcelona. And now I'd like to ask Pete to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I'd like to thank the mayor and the administration, the town council, for without their support and the resources of the town, We Feed would not be what it is today. We Feed is a network of 11 food pantries under one soup kitchen at Trinity Church. We serve well over 600 families per month. Just this past Thanksgiving, we gave out several hundred Thanksgiving food baskets. So it's a work in progress every day. We just came off the holiday food drive, which was very successful. Now we're in a lull here where our donations generally seem to drop. So in 1992, we came up with the Have a Heart food drive, where we would just use Valentine's Day as our basis for collecting food and money. I read a reflection this morning, and it says, it takes a community to feed a community. So we need the community involvement, and we are so proud of all the sponsors that we have, the corporate sponsors, our school systems, and just the average citizen that donates not only food but money. The money is very important to We Feed because it allows us to purchase, first of all, perishable foods, and to purchase gift cards for those items that someone might need, that might be a diabetic or someone in a special dietary need. Secondly, it allows the food pantries that belong to the community food bank at Hillside to use that money to purchase food at a very, very low cost, maybe 15 to 18 cents a pound. And the food is brought back to Woodbridge on a monthly basis. So it keeps those smaller food pantries going on a regular basis. So the money is very important because it's their lifeline to the community food bank of Hillside. But again, we need your help. Anything you can do, as the mayor said, the 214, but any donation is appreciated, whether it be pounds of food or whether it be a monetary donation. And as I said before, I mean, it takes a community to feed a community. And so on behalf of We Feed and the 11 food pantries and the hundreds of volunteers that are working those food pantries on a regular basis, we thank you.
Thank you, Peter. I'm glad Peter mentioned the school kids because we have a great effort by our kids. Our high school juniors and seniors always work on the election days in town, the primaries, the generals, and they go around to the different places where we ask people to cast a can when they cast their vote. The elementary schools, middle schools do a great job. We'll be at School 26 in February, right around Valentine's Day for our annual visit there, where the third graders all do posters about the different types of food and the food groups, and it's a wonderful event. So many of our school kids get involved in this. I want to thank Dr. Zagan, the School Board of Education, for teaching your kids how important it is to be involved in something like this. Now I'd like to call up one guy who I call up every year. He doesn't even live in Woodbridge. I think he lives in Linden, but he's wearing a Giant jacket, so that's okay. Let me ask Jake from Avenel Presbyterian. Jake, what are you looking like that? You know I'm going to call you up. I've been calling you up every year for 13 years. So he's looking like, I don't want to come up. Oh, you're not feeling good? Oh, okay.
I just want to thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know how I feel about you. Actually, I love you.
I love you too, man. You're the best.
I want to thank all the merchants. January and February is a very bad time for a food pantry. Because of you, Peter, and all the merchants and Wegmans and ShopRite, we have food on our shelves. Thank you so much.
What Jake said is he loves us. He just said the same thing we've been saying, that January, February are tight, so that he appreciates the effort.
And I'm glad that RSI got involved.
Here, hold on. If you won't come up, you stand there.
I'm so glad that RSI got involved in this because I've been living in Rahway since 1963 and I've been dealing with RSI. So I thank them very much for finally coming together with food for this. Great.
All right, thanks, Jake. If I can't get one Presbyterian church, maybe I'll get the Woodbridge Presbyterian Church. Either one of you want to come up, Rob, or you want to come up, Rob? Come on, I saw you speak at the last two Eagle Scout Court of Honors. You're good, man. You're good.
I'll say the same thing everybody else says. Thank you to everyone, to all the merchants, to the banks, to the town council, to the mayor, Peter, to all those who support the things we do through the 11 pantries in the soup kitchen. We do feed a lot of people, and we do help those who are in need. And the support that we get from all the people that are here, and from all the citizens that help out and donate along the way. You did mention the schools, and my wife's in school, and I know the schools run food drives. At Thanksgiving, we got some food. And over the years, they do that. And all that support from the whole township is really what we need. And again, thank you for all your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And as a representative of the 11 food pantries, thank you very much. What you guys do is amazing. It's the ground troops that are out there collecting, distributing, and doing all that, stocking the shelves. It's wonderful what you do. So thank you, all of you involved in our food pantries and soup kitchens and food drives. Woodbridge is a town that cares about people, and you see it up here. You see other people, not just residents, but businesses. It's just wonderful that everybody's able to work together for such a great cause. So thank you all very much. And now I think we'll take some pictures. All right, thank you again.